Oh, hi! I'm eating again today, so here we go to eat. So, a long while back, I did a test of like different kind of cookies you can get at grocery stores. Like cookies are Chips Ahoy and Mats and Edamons and stuff like that. But, as you may have noticed at your local grocery store, they try to like jazz up their bakery areas at grocery stores and make them like super fancy and stuff. So I thought I would go in there and buy some stuff from the local bakeries and the local grocery stores and see if those cookies are any good or not. So here's what I got. I got this from the Jewel Osco. Now, if you don't have a Jewel Osco, you probably have an Albertsons or something like that, because the Albertsons owns Jewel Osco. If you have any grocery store that has that stupid Monopoly game that nobody ever wins anything worth more than $5 in, that's owned by the same company that owns Jewel. So that's that cookie. This cookie is Whole Foods. That's fancy. This is Jeff Bezos' cookie, so see what happens there. This cookie here is from a place called Fresh Thyme Farmers Market, which is actually owned by the Meyer Corporation in Michigan. This is from a place called Pete's Market, and it's owned by a guy named Jimmy. He owns those stores. And the crazy thing about this, this is actually the first time I've ever been in Pete's Market, and there's one not that far away. And I tell you, it was beautiful in there. This Pete's Market was gorgeous. It was, of all the grocery stores I went to today, Pete's Market wins easily for like the prettiest and the nice looking stuff in there. Last up is Trader Joe's. If you don't have Trader Joe's, you might have an Aldi. They're the same company. So Trader Joe's, Aldi, same thing. Now you may be thinking to yourself, where's Costco? Where's Target? Well, I'll tell you right now, I've had the grocery store cookies in the bakery sections of Costco and Target, and they're junk. Ugh, they are not that good. So let's get this started over here. I think I need a knife to open these things with. Knife. Alrighty. First up, Trader Joe's. Now, I've had Trader Joe's cookies in the past, and I've been disappointed. But they've changed around things. These are a little different looking than the ones I've had there in the past, so we'll see. It's softer than it used to be. I mean, that's good. But like, let's say you're at the airport, and there's some kind of generic stand that has cookies. Like one of those Walden Books or whatever. It would taste like this. That's a not very exceptional cookie. Next up, this is Pete's, owned by a guy named Jimmy, who I think is the same guy who used to own Mariano grocery stores. Fairly soft. It looks like an Edamons cookie. Oh, I hope it tastes like one. Again, nothing spectacular. Kind of regular. Next up is Fresh Thyme, owned by the big giant Meyer Corporation. Let's see what it tastes like here. It's soft and crumbly. That's a good sign. That's not bad. I've definitely had worse cookies than that, but like I wouldn't go out of my way to eat that one. Next up is the Jewel Osco, or Albertsons, or whatever you got in your hometown. It's probably owned by the Albertsons. These are kind of golden brown. They have a nice color about them. Fairly soft. These are more of a chunk cookie than a chip cookie, so that's interesting. Kind of plain. So far, none of these really taste any better than like a Mats or an Edamons would. But you're paying a premium, but you're not really getting much for it, I think, right now. The last cookie. This is the Whole Foods cookie. It's hardest to open. Oh, this is much softer. Let's see. Almost lost my chocolate chip. That is good. That's much better. Now, of all the ones I have here today, I'm gonna say the Whole Foods one is the only one that tastes like it was maybe baked in the actual place where I bought it. The rest of them taste like they were baked in some factory, chock full of preservatives, and sent to the store. The Whole Food one actually tastes like it was baked in the store. Now, I have to put an asterisk on this. A giant asterisk, because there is a chain of grocery stores in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is where good food goes to die, but in this case not. The chain of grocery stores there, it used to be just called Barley's, and there's another one called Lund's, and they merged together called Barley's Lund's now. Anyway, to get to my point, they have cookies there that may be the best chocolate cookies I've ever had in my entire life. The secret is, they're served, they make them in the bakery, and then they have the big platter, and they sit underneath a heat lamp. So when you get your cookie, it's like getting it warm from the oven. It's chewy and gooey, and the chocolate's melty. I had one there. I had to be taken to the hospital because I had a heart attack. It was so good. So while these are okay, the Whole Foods one is actually very good. If you go to Barley's Lund's in Minneapolis because you happen to be driving through because your car broke down, get that cookie and it'll blow your mind. See you next week.